recording started.
I love it when the recording starts.
It's right up there. Actually, here's a question. On the tier list, does starting the recording or ending the recording rank higher or lower?
Starting the recording, for sure. Ending the recording is usually like a bit of a bittersweet moment.
Hello everyone, I am Tired Damas, your director, and this is the next session of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Old Guard.
That's us.
Last session...
I'm guarding it up. I'm old guarding it up.
We're gonna old guard all over those guys.
I'm old guarding all over the place.
I'm the
Straight
oldest
up.
guard.
I'm guarding it.
Last session...
And by it, I mean...
My old.
My old.
Yeah, my old, yeah.
with
In the
Gundam.
California, straight up guarding it.
Peanuts.
Last session, our cast of characters has essentially taken control over the local Kariba cell of Seattle. In their quest...
Seattle?
Not wrong city. Let's roll it back into recording. Okay. Of San Francisco. It's a weird thing I get those two says mixed up. This is not the first time I've done that. Anyways.
They both suck.
You know, in my mind, they're all just the perfidious West Coasters.
But yes. Last session, they've taken control of the local San Francisco Kariba. The local Kariba cell of San Francisco. And through their efforts have made a plan to sort of take up the mission of the original cell and halt the future plans of a mass detainment camp for illegal spacenoid residents in the Earthsphere.
This wasn't a topical thing when we planned it. It just happened this way. If this is your first time listening. If this is your first time listening, thank you.
Why?
Also, why?
We cut... Oh. We cut to our cast of characters in the back of a moving truck. The smell of gasoline and fuel sort of stains all of your... So it sort of imprints in your nostrils. It's a very familiar smell, the smell of diesel. It's a very earth smell as well. And
I actually have a question.
yes.
Rex, is Bonky familiar with Diesel?
Yeah.
The concept.
He's been to Earth before.
No.
He's also,
You know-
like, almost 50 years old.
I know, it's just like in space though, they use electric cars.
He's... Yeah.
Thanks, Elon Musk.
He knows what diesel fuel is. No, they're all using Chinese electric cars in the future.
It's true.
The scene cuts to everyone in the back of the vehicle, and you see in the middle your sort of spy ex-chore boy Galleon looking through over everyone. A impromptu table in impromptu little desk in the middle. So, does everyone remember what was discussed yesterday? What was discussed? What was discussed?
Yeah,
a
we
few
decided
days
on
back?
we decided on a plan. We're going to go reach out to our press friend and see what we can do for there to get the word out.
We've luckily she's agreed to meet us halfway. That way we're not driving back all the way down to LA. This is only the first part, correct?
Yep, it sure is. And then we do want to start infiltrating like student groups. There's got to be some kind of local activist networks already. See what they've got. And this was an idea I had before the session yesterday. Let's reach out to the Longshoremen's Union. See what we can do about shutting the port.
A strike. You think that would really?
Mm-hmm.
You think that would work? Won't the Federation just go for government workers?
We'll see. We got to see if it's on the table first to evaluate it, but I think it's worth looking into. The port of San Francisco is one of the most trafficked in the world, so.
Well, we're going to need 2 of you on the sabotage mission. We're planning that in about later this week.
Right. We'll be sure to have it ready. What did we decide to sabotage again?
The spaceport.
The spaceport, that's... Oh! Right, the spaceport.
Yeah, let's blow it up.
Yeah.
And then let's steal one of the planes.
I don't think stealing would leave a bit too much of a mark, Ensign.
And then let's ransom it off.
Everything here
And
needs
we'll land it in a Middle Eastern country.
Let's just
Cuba.
focus on the mission at hand. Everything after this is going to go... Everything's going to move really fast, let's say. Everything we do has to be both calculated, quick, and... not stealthy, but... Quiet. He sort of snaps over. Hey, no wonder they gave you the promotion. And he, just sort of jabs jabs Faust in the arm.
That wasn't Faust.
You mean Matro?
No, he means Faust, and also Matro.
No,
But
I
that
got
wasn't Faust.
promoted.
Jabbing Faust in the arm sounds like a very bad idea. All things being
I
equal.
bite his arm off.
Yes. Screams in German and bites his arm off.
How do I get this off me?
I just imagine the blank-faced Faust, but with an arm sticking out of the mouth that's been torn off.
Yeah. Faust just kind of looks at him with it's very much the look, you know.
I am not amused.
Yeah.
Please never do that again. Kind of look.
Yeah.
He nervously laughs, and the truck just sort of jutters to a halt.
And I bite his arm.
And I bite his arm off.
Everyone kind of has to hold onto their seats, not to just immediately fall over. We're at the location.
Codes?
As everyone sort of looks outside, they're in the middle of a sort of gas station and eatery. There's a woman in a very where in the world is Carmen Sandiego-esque outfit at one of the tables. Alongside her is a cameraman with a large GNN t-shirt and GNN hat.
Going super incognito, guy rocks up, still wearing his
At
work
work
uniform.
clothes, yeah.
Love it.
You see, the place isn't entirely dead. There's a few people here and there, but nobody nearby the eating area. You actually see a kid run by with a little mobile suit action figure, like meow meow pew 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 pew, playing with another kid holding a Zaku, as they sort of just like as they sort of just run around the play
My
area.
first, my first thought with the fucking kid is the clip from Breaking Bad where the kid waves at the guy and it's just
Shoot some.
With a different tone in mind, doesn't it?
yeah.
The woman looks jolts and then looks around her and then waves.
Oh, I'm a terrorist.
You're gonna die.
I'm
You're
a
gonna.
I'm a sympathizer.
So I just realized it'd be full on Looney Tunes if everyone tried to squeeze into the same damn booth here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
It
Many of us.
you can sort of do that thing where you combine the tables.
No, squeeze into the booth. It's funnier that way.
Sort of just all going into this clown car of a table.
Yep.
Yes.
I was also we can just
What
take
else
the
could
one
we do?
if it's fairly empty. We can just grab the tables around it and give ourselves a buffer from anyone who might be listening in. But the mental image of everyone crammed into the booth is quite funny. So.
I wanna cram everyone into the booth.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Faust is just standing on the outside, her hands folded together.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably the one that's the most outside because she's seeing everyone just walk into the shed without a second thought.
So, your friend's been very persuasive. Actually, I hate to admit this to you, but I feel that if you had any ill intentions, then I would have been not here in the first place.
You could just be playing the long game. I mean, but nobody found that funny.
It seems sort of impolitic for the time being.
I don't know if I'd ever count you as somebody who'd play the long game, Mr. I don't think I've
No,
ever...
no, my name. Nope. Nope. Never learned my name.
Mustache.
Nope. Don't even have a mustache.
Curly hair?
Does not have a mustache. Mr. Poncho
Won't see
is the
my
only
hair.
one that makes sense.
Very racist.
I
I don't think you should judge people. I don't think you should make associations of people on their appearance. That's very discriminatory and a bad road to go down. Simply do not refer to me.
It's a slippery slope.
It's true.
and it should be clarified. Bucky says this in full poncho and sombrero as a incredibly white man.
You don't know that.
I do not.
Yeah, you don't know that. What if he's a white Mexican? You don't understand.
What if he's a
What
white?
if he's a white ranchero? All right, you don't get it.
We're doing a real good job of being incognito here. Carmen San Diego and
And a cowboy.
a cowboy.
Cowboys, it's the Southwest.
It's
Cowboys
the
exist.
'70s. We'll be fine.
That is
It's
true.
normal
Back then.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Country music's big, and people want to be cowboys again, including the racism.
Let's cut to the chase, everyone. If you called me here, then I assume something's going to go on in the next few days.
No, we did it for fun.
That's our intention. Yes, more than anything else, we want to get a sense of what the vibes actually are on the ground, what the perception of the Titans, of us, of Xeon actually is. We haven't been here that long, and we mostly hang out with unusual people who aren't exactly reflective of how everyone's feeling at the moment.
GNN is a government-funded station, so of course you can get the gist that even though we try to remain neutral in all of our reporting, there's always going to be a bias in what is and isn't reported.
After all, the Federation gets to decide what's not biased.
When the Federation itself as a institution is considered neutral, then anything against it is radical. That being said, when you say on the ground, what do you mean? Do you mean my life as
On average, what do average people think about everything that's been happening the last while?
Of course, if you're an Earthnoid, if you're a Californian Earthnoid, there's a good chance you might even none of this might be affecting you, right? Everyone you know was born on Earth, lived here their entire life. Unless if you're into politics, then you probably don't really care about what's happening. A lot of people are just unfamiliar, out of the loop. After the war, everyone has started to keep to themselves. The real world is depressing enough as is. They don't need whatever's going on their conscience. There's hardly anybody left alive who hasn't lost somebody. That being said, if you're space noids, then I mean it's all you can think about, isn't it? Even if you're here illegally.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So, what you're dealing with, in my opinion, is a public that either doesn't care, consciously or unconsciously. And everyone in the in at least my area of the news, aside from, local papers, is going to report what's told to us. It's a very simple system.
But you guys have people on the ground. Surely there's some way you can, see what the real people are thinking. Even things, especially things that Fetties don't want you knowing.
We do on-the-ground interviews. The station hasn't permitted, but I've been trying to make ties and get into a, how would you say, a refugee camp.
Mm-hmm.
Get opinions from people who are affected by all this.
Yeah, exactly that kind of stuff.
There's actually a Space Noid store owner who I've been talking to. If we can get anything of her opinion, that could at least do something. That being said, I'm unsure what you have planned, but I'm just one reporter. I can say my piece, but it's hardly going to change what the station is going to expect from me and what the station is going to say about whatever you do.
Let's buy a mortar and fill it with Daikun books. And then just launch it.
Bonky just sort of opens his mouth as though he were to interrupt it, and then is sort of like, we could do a lot worse than that, actually. He's like, let's build to that. Not start right away.
Quantilism is a science.
The only Contalists most Earthnoids know are the zombies.
Zombies aren't even conscious.
Yeah, not really.
Literally nothing that they spoke about was even condolism other than, like, we like our side and basically nothing else. They just killed other space Marines anyway.
It's all good to say that, but that's not going to change their perception.
Well, if they read Contalist literature.
Do you think your average Earthnoid who is still paying for
You people
damage?
fucking illiterate? Jesus. People can read.
People can read, but people don't want to read.
You
Take
make
that
them.
book.
Back off, Bucky. This isn't exactly. It's more of a long-term plan type of thing. How would we get all those books, anyways? We don't even have a printer or a fax machine.
Buy one with money.
The novel invention, the fax machine.
Cutting
I
edge
meant
technology.
Printer. And a printer. Could buy a printer.
We're also here to talk about. We're also here to discuss your upcoming interview with the Titan I'm thinking of. Bonky knows his name, but Quicks doesn't.
Goris Mevier.
Boris, that's right.
Goris.
Yeah, I want you to strap a bomb to him.
We already did an assassination, and that made us look bad.
It did make us look bad.
A Federation officer dying because of some being gunned down in the street is bad, but it's not exactly going to be remembered in a year. Assassinations
Blow 'em
happen all across the Earth and the Earth sphere, especially
Blow
with the
'em up.
political tension. I don't know if you could get away with killing somebody, a general of all people. Don't you think that's a bit
A bit
dangerous?
High
I could do it.
profile.
I could do it.
We know you could do it. We're actually not exact. The plan is not necessarily to kill him, but sort of provoke some kind of disruption that'll make him and his policies look bad.
A disruption.
Exactly. Something that makes the Titans look stupid.
Well, I've already been clearing my notes. I have a list of questions to put pressure on him.
Like what? May I?
She sort of like ruffles through her like legal pads, just flipping through. What's your current stance on the mass deportation of space noids since your elected office as governor of the Titans facilities in California base? And then she sort of scrolls through like flip, flip, flip. Yep, that's it.
I tap.
Not really any surprises.
What is your do you have anything to say on the infidelity with your wife that's been reported across multiple first-hand accounts of your previous secretaries and officers? Flip, flip, flip.
Lame.
Okay, that's a good one. Don't lead with that, but do that.
I tap Bonky on the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I whisper, "What about Augusta?"
Well, and then I just say to him,
Actually,
"What about Augusta?"
no, sorry, wrong, not Augusta. That's my bad. The Oakland labs.
What about the Oakland New Type Labs?
Oakland? The
New Type Labs.
Foss is going to
research facility?
Foss is going to speak up.
The
The
same.
new type labs aren't public knowledge. Or at least if you were to ask about the Oakland labs and were to ask about any new type experiments, the Titans are going to be aware of her position as a potential AU Gurkara sympathizer and collaborator.
Is there any way we could just quietly leak that information instead of openly
Blow 'em up.
talking about it?
What does the Federation have to do with espers? New types are well, there's the Ionic concept.
Faust
Oh.
just simply says
You
it's
don't know they
better
make
you
them.
don't know. At least
I
for
mean-
now.
But yeah, I don't see the point in not telling her. It's like,
Yeah.
who cares, right? I mean, it's like,
We give her the information. She can come up with legitimate sources later.
Faust sighs and is just like, the Earth Federation is currently attempting to research into and weaponize the quote-unquote espers they so like to dismiss using child soldiers and other captured psionic elements in order for their own purposes, mostly propagated by the Titans.
they're making new types, basically, artificially. At least stuck. They're really
When's
dog ass.
this? This is Gomine asking. When is this interview supposed to happen?
It's actually supposed to happen around the time you're going to be. Around the time that the news of your escapades is going to start breaching. In about a week. Specifically, let's get the combat sheet up. It's going to leak in around late September. No, I mean, the interview is going to happen late September.
So we just need to make enough noise so that when the interview happens, he looks bad.
Incompetent?
I didn't say that. Gomine said that.
Ah. Flip. Do you think... how do you respond to criticism of you playing a media personality if you're supposed to be a military official?
To be
Flip.
fair, that's pretty defensible.
Is it?
Well,
I mean, like, from a moral standpoint, maybe.
They haven't been able to stamp us out yet, so maybe we could leverage that.
We just ask him about how he's treating Space Marines. I mean, they literally deport them and drag them out of their homes. I mean,
The thing
like,
is...
they're Xeon, but like, they are kids. Like, half of them are like little kids. They're like, what the fuck?
Do you want me to make him look bad in the eyes of the public or make him look bad in the eyes of the Federation? Because they can only do one, and those are very different tasks.
Eyes of the public. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck about the Federation? The Federation.
I-
I mean, if enough people don't like them, it'll change. That's the point.
I looked at Bonky, expecting an answer.
chiefly the public, I don't know anything about press. I was hoping we could get two birds, one stone, but what we're most interested in is when he'll arrive, when he leaves, time of day, logistics type of stuff.
Logistics.
We would like to ideally enforce some kind of confrontation between him and the public.
Also, what we've literally been talking about for like the past like 2 days has literally just been like how to get public support. So
Jared, she taps her cameraman on the shoulder. Give them the date info. If what they want is logistics, then that's all they're going to need. And Jared sort of like rings through his own folder, brings out a flyer that essentially is a impromptu advertisement of the event September 22nd. It's expected to start around 7 p.m. and around 9. It's a late night interview. All our guests are expected to arrive an hour early and, be fluffed, all that. Though,
Right?
considering his previous examples of he's a bit flaky when it comes to interviews with GNN. Sometimes he'll show up hours earlier just so he can get on the good side of the producers. Sometimes he'll show up 5 minutes before the thing starts. So even though
alright.
he's what he's supposed to do and what he actually does, it's all over the place. I'd say just expect him to be there. And if he isn't, then at least you're there before he is.
So the interview is set to last how long again?
It's supposed to last 2 hours. 7 to
2
9.
hours. Christ. Bucky, do you think you can conjure up a riot in 2 hours?
I mean, we would need a lot of preparation. I mean, we would need an incident that gets people mad in the first place. We would need people talking about, like, maybe we throw some rocks. I mean, you have to have shit happen before that gives a reason for people to be like, what if I just start breaking shit? Because people don't just start breaking shit for no reason.
Well,
So,
question.
no.
So, no, not conjure up one. There's got to be preparation. People aren't just going to
Well,
immediately be like,
no. I mean, over the course of 2 hours, with preparation, could you get one?
I mean, yeah, but
Could you
there'd
get
have to
the
be an
street-
inciting incident.
How about
sorry,
Titan General says something stupid on TV?
Yeah, I was gonna-
It'd have to be real fucking stupid. I mean, really stupid. Because if he's like, fuck Xeon and we're gonna keep deporting them, then they'll be like, well, this is literally what he says all the time. Like, it would have to be something really fucked up.
I mean, if you've seen in his
What if
last
we
interview
engineer a?
paper-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. You're good, Lieutenant Commander.
What if we engineer a botched Manhunter's raid on something? Call in something. Say that somebody's harboring spaceoids somewhere that's going to be public and not very popular, and then when it turns out they come in rolling heavy, completely unnecessarily, that pisses people off.
Well, if there was a Space Knight in the audience. Of course, there's going to be a Space Knight in the audience, but one who's not supposed to be there, let's say.
Oh, really
My
quick.
eyes itch towards Bonky.
Someone who's has a recognizable face and a reputation for doing public stunts, maybe.
I can talk to security. Goris doesn't believe he needs any. He doesn't really come with anybody but himself and his own little entourage. If they realize you're going to be there, then our own security could maybe hold. Oof. You might just have a few minutes if you were to
That's all
do
I
a
need.
little stunt.
That's all I really need.
I looked at Bucky and it's like, just like New Sydney then. In and out.
If
That's
you're
the
caught,
hope.
you'll be executed.
Well, naturally.
Oh!
Oh, what
Like,
else is
we
new?
fucking, we literally killed these guys. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Well, yes, but
We killed like 30 of them within like 2 months. Blew up a fucking ship. Like,
You guys did
fucking
what?
executed. Yeah, then we blew up. No, we just blew up a shit ton of them. Sorry. Yeah, no,
We shot at a ship
I feel like we almost sunk one. I know we killed a bunch of mobile ships.
on
though.
accident.
Jesus Christ.
It was fine. It was fun.
Listen.
Right? They got what was coming.
You
Has anyone reported on that, actually?
I feel
That
like they
we
would
did, in
really
fact,
not-
stop an
Oh,
aircraft
right.
carrier
Yeah,
from
I just
sinking?
realized that could probably be a good thing to bring up about how
Yeah.
the
I
Titans
would not wanna
lost
talk about
nearly
it.
like
They
an
did
or
sink
like
an
how the
aircraft
Federation
carrier.
lost nearly an entire group of ships to single.
That's like if the Houthis took down a fucking aircraft carrier. You're not gonna talk
And
about
then
that shit.
saved everybody on board.
Yeah, you're not gonna talk about that shit at all.
the raid was you.
Sure. She blew the hole in the ship, I say, pointing at Jane. I saved
Not
everyone.
here, remember?
Huh?
Not here. I'm Courage.
Oh. Oh, yeah. A friend of ours blew a hole in the ship. I saved everyone on board.
The Titans, they used it against the Navy. It was reported as a skirmish with remnants that was a catastrophic failure on the Navy's part.
Oh, it certainly was a
We're
catastrophic
there, though.
failure on the Navy's part. Ah, is
I mean,
Frep's
it was.
brother, dad, cousin in charge?
Uncle.
Uncle.
Or his cousin. He was way too young.
Uncle.
Family's fucked up, man.
I have uncles.
I mean, that
who
was
are
not
younger
hard,
than
though. He was kind of
Oh.
scary with, like, that.
I can't imagine the Navy's too happy about being scapegoated because it wasn't just the Navy.
It was like half
I
Titans.
assume the
but they
Titans
were
have
all
just like
mobile suits.
washed their hands of any involvement, though.
Yeah, we did like beat the shit out of the Titans' mobile suits, and then blew up a ship. Like that's about it. Like without the Titans fucking up, we probably wouldn't have gotten the ship anyway. So, even which also was an accident, which is even more embarrassing. Like we didn't even intend to blow up the ship.
That's true. That was on accident. These guys
Like
are
that's
really
super
bad.
embarrassing. Can you imagine getting your shit rocked so hard by people
Let's-
that they accidentally blow up your aircraft carrier?
Let's standardize this plan.
That's how shit they are.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Really dumb, really stupid people.
I can
So I
smug-
guess they're kind of not expecting it.
Also, that incident happened in such a way that if we publicize it correctly, we can prove everything the Titans have been saying about new types is wrong.
I can smuggle the.
Vespers.
I asked, you guys have the gun? You guys still have the gun cam footage of whatever that was, right?
Sure do.
Huh.
I was hoping we could find out whatever it is exactly, but no one really seems to know.
I could maybe cut ties with the video guys, see if we can get something played, but that would put me more at risk, and this is
We don't
suddenly
want to put
becoming
you
real.
under risk more than is necessary.
I can
You're
smuggle
a
the
valuable
lieutenant.
contact we can't afford to lose.
She sort of gives a sigh of relief. No offense, but I don't think I was ever made to become a martyr for this sort of thing.
No, nor do we need you to be.
I can smuggle the lieutenant in. I don't know if I could for anybody else, but maybe you could smuggle yourselves in. Let's say I can give him a few minutes on the air, but after that the Titans are probably going to storm the building, cut the broadcast, do whatever they want to.
We'll do what we can, but more than anything else, we want the events of the broadcast to cause some sort of general upset with the Titans and their regime.
I could also move the date back if we need to.
I don't think that will be necessary at this time, but we'll keep that in mind.
If you're going to be doing anything in the next week, then scheduling the dates properly so whatever you do happens before, after, or during the broadcast might not be the worst play, but that's just she sort of does the defensive hands. I'm not a military person, and that's always been obvious.
No worries. We just we'll make sure it's coordinated with all of the other actions that we're going to do this week. He says, as though there are other actions we're going to do this week.
Golly, who is sort of squished between Courage and Bucky, sort of. I mean, we can talk about it later. The your contact, Miss Hall, she sort of gets up off the table, leaves her credit card for the bill, more specifically just or takes her credit card from the bill, and then looks over. I'll be in contact. But whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
She nods, and her alongside her cameraman head off.
Well, Bucky, you ready to make a lot of people very, very angry?
Yeah.
Faust, do you think you and I could have the chance to review the gun cam footage of the incident at the carrier sometime? Swappy? Swaps? Never mind
Swappington?
then.
Swapster.
Mike, if
Uh,
you stepped away, maybe.
probably fine. Then he'll
I
just sort of, yeah.
I ask, and just sort of generally looking around. What do you mean you accidentally shot a carrier?
Oh, it's Jane, which she does that.
On accident?
That's what she says.
It was a bit of a confused situation.
It really was. Hell of a day. But ended well. Well, ended fine. Yeah, I said, distract them, take some action, because we thought we were about to be betrayed by sort of Matro's uncle, and then she just, hit it broadsides with a beam gun, and, I had to use my mind powers to, stop the whole situation from going really, really south.
I just stare at Bonky like he has two heads. Mind powers.
You heard me. There's another way I could phrase it. I'd do that, but that's what happened.
I look to Bucky for confirmation.
I was doing something. What?
Mind power. Did I or did I not use my mind powers to stop that aircraft carrier from sinking?
Kinda?
What do you mean, kinda?
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember.
No, I don't.
Well, it happened, regardless if you want to or not. Faust and I will be reviewing the gun cam footage at some point, ideally. And hopefully we can turn this into something we can use about, the reality of Vespers or new types and get some kind of PR victory against the Titans.
That is, and she says, part of me is worried about just revealing that information.
It would have to be done carefully, but it's still one chip we still have.
Also,
And it'll give the Titans a reason to continue amping up their experiment.
I mean, presumably they already know all about the incident because it's not like we detained the crews of that entire
That's true.
carrier group. They have literally hundreds of witnesses they could interview, so they're keeping it quiet for a reason. And at this point, anything the Titans care to do, I'm inclined to oppose.
Yeah, we have a pretty reasonable opportunity to take control of the narrative here. Unique opportunity for sure. Weird one, but we have an opportunity.
I don't think... The thing is, if the Titans are claiming the Remnants are doing it, and it should be noted that there's already a group in the Atlantic of all places that have already taken credit for the attack, then us also taking credit, even if we're the ones who actually did it, is going to be a conflicting message, which is good, because that means that if there's no confirmation on who really did it, then we're less of a target. At least our ship is.
So, a strike in the Atlantic? I look at sort of like everyone. It's like, we haven't heard about this.
No, a group in the Atlantic took credit for what we did.
Oh, what group?
A group of coastal African remnants. Not to be affiliated with the mainland remnants, who are sort of more famous there.
Warring Earthside Xeon Rem. The war's been over for 6 years. How are the Fetties so bad at getting rid of the Zeke remnants? It's been years. It's not like one guy in the jungles of the South Pacific. Bonky just sort of shakes his hands around. Anyways.
A little Bonky knows it is exactly some dudes in the middle of nowhere.
With anti-ship missiles. And then he says, all right. So, what you're telling me is that someone's already claimed responsibility for the strike that we did that the Titans are keeping secret?
The Titans said there was a remnant group, and then a remnant group on the coast of the Atlantic decided that they'd take the opportunity to claim it, is essentially what happened.
Interesting.
Makes them look threatening, even if,
Even though they didn't
I
do
look
it.
at
Well, it's
Bonky.
not the first time they've suborned a remnant group for their own ends. So I guess it's standard procedure for them.
I looked at Bonky. You guys do mark your mobile suits, right?
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Of course we do.
that solves that then. You just show off the gun cam footage and boom, there's the markings of Ayuk or Carbo or whatever you guys call yourselves.
We do literally have pics, so.
what would be the advantage of confirming our claims?
It shows that the Titans are liars.
Bingo.
But it makes the Asia a bigger threat.
We don't need to discuss.
But the thing is, the Titans already know that it was us. This is the public knowing. Like, our enemy... We're not revealing information our enemies don't already know. We're revealing to people that, that they're lying to people. I don't see how we lose anything by showing that this Titans are just trying to cover something up. Because the Titans are concerned about the Asia, they're already going to, assign forces to deal with that.
You see Gally sort of biting on his fingers. I guess you have a point there.
Anything we can do at this point to make the Titans look bad or incompetent is probably for the best. If we can shake the public's perception of them as effective at dealing with if we make them look incompetent, it kind of encourages the public not to support their actions, especially considering how distasteful some of their methods are.
Not just incompetent, but untrustworthy. They're lying about, which group hit a carrier. What else are they lying about? Alright.
Okay.
So?
Looks like our business here is done then. At least with our reporter friend.
Mm-hmm.
You, better know what to say up there, Lieutenant. We're all sort of counting on you.
I'll figure something out. I usually do.
I pick up a menu, so, anyone hungry?
I could eat.
The scene transitions. You are sort of looking. Everyone's in more formal clothing, civilian clothing. Gally has taken you now to another restaurant looking over the spaceport. So, if we have Bonky,
That's me. That's who I am.
if we have the lieutenant, with doing the interrupting, bravely interrupting, he sort of has a sort of sarcastic tone there, but more in a playful manner, not trying to be attacking. Interrupting the interview, then we might need a team for the spaceport.
Right. And then a team for the riot.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Bucky can do that all on his own, he says, looking at him.
I'm debating somebody about Israel right now.
I don't think now's the time.
Bucky's
Alright,
saying
what were
that
you
in
guys saying?
character.
I think the best thing we can do right now is set up for the strike and set up for not set up for the strike, set up for the protest action, set up for the riot, as well as the whatever it is we're doing that we haven't planned yet at the spaceport.
It sounds good.
So let's do that.
Faust, you've been working on the petite mobiles, correct?
Yes.
Then you'd probably know how to work with them better than anyone else, wouldn't you?
That would be correct.
You'd probably be the best candidate for the spaceport, plus I don't think you'd like to be involved with the interview at all, especially if we're moving it.
My face is too known. If I were to show up, the Titans would immediately know this is an attempt by the AU to disenfranchise the public's trust in them.
They're going to know that anyways.
Obviously, but Faust would rather it be kept as, well, a surprise more than anything. If I show my face, they'll immediately know what's up. So, Faust will take care of the spaceport.
I mean, alone?
Well, I would prefer a wingman. And none of our candidates at the base camp have any training in mobile suits or petite mobile combat. So I'll need one of you to come with me. Arms to them. Any volunteers?
I'll be busy with the strike action. Otherwise, I'll be busy with the interrupting the interview. Otherwise, I'd be happy to.
I look around.
I can do it.
Someone will need to go along with Ponky to make sure he can get out.
That means somebody's with the lieutenant and somebody's with the sub-lieutenant. I mean,
So far, it looks like it'll be me and Macro hitting the spaceport.
Yeah, and then Courage with me, and then Bucky doing the conjuring a riot.
not to say anything against the lieutenant commander, but the lieutenant has made him the public face of California Caraba. Wouldn't it make sense for the commanding officer to be with him?
Can't put all our eggs in one basket, and they know my face, not his.
The lieutenant commander may be the public, or well, maybe the official face, but Bonky is the public face.
Well, it's your decision. I mean, Courage is one hell of a pilot, at least from what I've heard.
I haven't touched a mobile suit in 2 years.
You were pretty good when you were.
a petite mobile suit has simpler controls either way. It's just reducing a mobile suit to its most basic, and therefore basic skill.
Alright, well, I'll have to talk with Miss Reporter. That means that we're going to have to move the interview back. Maybe he's not going to flake. He loves to have his face on camera, but he might be annoyed with it.
Well, we're fine with him being annoyed. In fact, better.
Only for the best.
More likely to say something stupid that way.
Yeah, it'll be a little more suspicious, but nothing we can't deal with. Alright, if that's the plan, then you're going to be hitting the spaceport. You're going to ensue the riot, which is going to then be on camera around the same time as the interview. Maybe he's probably going to be flustered because, in the middle of his grand public appearance, there's going to be two things happening at once.
Let's hope. Just throw some tension onto that pile. Hope something breaks in a way we can exploit.
Tension on Earth. When hasn't there been tension on Earth?
Oh, time immemorial. Dun-dun-dun. All right.
Everyone, so, since you're going to be the people executing the plan, are you all ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Ready.
Okay, well, you better have that same attitude on game day. Who ordered the nachos?
I did.
The scene cuts once again.
We already have a scene cut. Can we take a small bathroom break?
Mm-hmm.
Reconvene in, let's say, 5 minutes.
In the back of a slightly conspicuous APC,
I have
Bonky.
no clue.
That's me.
Yeah, you're getting your tie done up by none other than Miss Reporter herself.
Oh, Mr. Porter. Been a minute.
What's her name again?
I definitely
It's-
remember.
No, it's not Andre Hall, because I just had it.
I swear we used it earlier this session.
We did use it earlier this
We
session.
definitely did, and I still do not remember.
I literally used it earlier this session, and then I forgot it, and she's the character I'm playing. So, that says more about me than anybody else.
Actually,
You should just cut the recording and just insert the correct name later, but in a super obvious way.
ADR in the character's name.
according
At this
to
point,
our
get someone completely unrelated to the game to record the line, so it's super obvious.
according to what you wrote down in the Calling NBC character document, it's Andre Holly.
It is Angie Holly. It is Angie Holly. I got it right the first time. I just double guessed myself. Okay, lovely. It's one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is. Anyways, yeah, Angie Holly is doing your suit. She's sort of putting it over your military uniform. I think that'll cover it.
All right. I was gonna put myself on TV again. I didn't think it would be so soon.
I'm sure you'll do
Playing-
fine.
I looked at Bonky. You were on TV.
Yeah, I was. Been a while, but yeah, I definitely was. Did you not see it?
Bonky, I only got into California 2 weeks ago.
Well, it was I kind of thought it would make news. Oh well.
It actually did make news. I think your friend here just lived under a rock. No offense.
Not exactly lived. I scratched my cheek. I haven't exactly been living in one spot for quite a while now.
It's no problem. I'm just somewhat betrayed. That's a joke, Courage.
Hmm.
You and the well, actually, Courage.
Yeah.
I never. You're new to me. What's your rank in Karba?
I'm not in Karba.
Huh. Seems like a
Wait,
interesting little group you've put together.
Bonky's an old war buddy.
Oh,
We go way back, and by way back I mean to the war. Yeah.
well, it's an honor to be in your presence, man. She does a half salute.
Not exactly in the military anymore. I probably got dishonorably discharged anyways.
Well, technically speaking, I think we all have, but yeah, you got the spirit of it.
Not sure I really want anything to do with him anymore.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see how this goes out once opinion of the Titan starts to turn.
The three of us should be making our way to the building now. And she turns to swap to you, Faust and Matro.
All right.
Well, I suppose that's not my place. The Masky A speaks up. Will me and the corporal, well, the corporal is going to assist you on your mission to the spaceport. You'll be dropped off somewhere nearby, then you can make your way in the petite mobiles. It'll take a few hours, but it'll take not a few hours, but it'll take an hour or so to get there by petite mobile, but that'll be about the time where the interview starts, and he does quotation marks heating up. As for me and the sub-lieutenant, he points to Chara and the very sort of jolly, not so humble, Doc Orker behind him. Will be help inciting violence with Buck here.
Happy to hear it. We love an incitement to violence.
You alright with that, Buck?
Sure.
Okay.
I do have to go soon. I gotta do chores and eat. Apologize.
Alright. Looks like we better get this plan on the road. The APC stops. And
That we're not taking a car for some reason.
no, you are. It stops, and in front of you is sort of in this not an alleyway, but sort of back road. There's a very nice car. It's a dead neighborhood. Nobody lives here.
Huh. Interesting. Weird vibes here.
I've been told it's important for the other operations. They just want to get us acquainted. Also, this is my car. They kind of had me park it in the middle of nowhere. She hops off and gets in with the two of you.
Well, more the merrier. He
Uh,
says, shifting uncomfortably in his formal clothes.
While we're there, I'm gonna double check the weapons I have on my person.
There is a, for a fact that there's going to be a metal detector, especially if you're being snuck in the quote unquote proper way. But just in case you have a pistol, you've brought a pistol with well, actually, Courage. What do
Yeah.
you bring here? What do you think you
knife.
could sneak in? A knife?
A shiv.
A shiv? Okay. There's a pistol in the glove compartment. It's a snub-nosed revolver, civilian.
The 70s.
The 70s.
It's the 80s now, remember? We have fax machines and credit cards.
And
The
Wonder
snu-
Nines.
The snub-nosed revolver has like a little like flashlight on it to indicate it's the 80s.
No. It has the serial numbers filed off because I probably stole it from like a gangster or something.
Of course. The car starts up, and the three of you make your way over to the station. Swappy, Faust, and Macho.
Hi, it's me. I'm Swappy. I'm a new member.
Hi.
Why is
Joining us now for the first time.
I think
Joining the cast now for the first time is Swappy playing Swappy as Swappy.
Long time listener, first time player.
And the feature film, The Swap.
The
Uh-huh.
Swappy movie. Oh, this
Dude, that was my favorite movie.
good movie.
Great movie. Anyway, so yeah, we're heading to the spaceport, right?
yes. Everyone's
Did
saying
we ever figure out how exactly we were gonna like what weapons and the stats for our petites were?
that is what we'll be discuss. So, I do have some stats for you, but let me read them off. In Old Guard combat, we will get to that in a bit. As y'all making your way to the spaceport, the lieutenant sort of turns to Buck, the local lieutenant. Let me make sure. Yep, Masky. So, inciting violence. You said we've been.
Pro or con?
So there's a nearby neighborhood that's known for sort of sparking. That's sort of known for its residents. It's sort of known for hosting a lot of Space-Noid residents. You also have the dock workers who we've been trying to get in touch with the union reps. They're thinking of holding a strike today, but that largely depends on a few factors outside of our control.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just preoccupied right now. I apologize.
No, you're good. Well, we'll at least have to make sure that anything we do is sort of visible from outside the GNN GN in building it proper. I think me and the sub-lieutenant are going to see about the dock workers. You might have a few friends in the neighborhood we're going to, but aside from that, we'll play it by ear. The car stops again. Hold on, I got the beat.
Okay.
Okay, so Max. Yeah, sorry, it was a phone call. Max,
Oh, no.
how long do you have until you need to go?
I could probably go right now. Honestly, I gotta eat, and I thought we were
Okay.
gonna be going earlier.
Okay, my bad.
This is a plenty fine. It feels like a plenty fine spot to stop. If we need to have Max start on the riot first.
We can do it's up to y'all.
We want to get the
Cause
interview started before the riot, so. But
Yeah.
the thing is we're all about to go do our action thing, so. As it is, it's nearly action time.
yeah, we can go on for a bit longer, but we won't start any of the big stuff without
Mhm.
Max. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll hop off now. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Uh, Matro and Faust.
Yeah.
The APC stops again. After it's done dropping off the lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, and ensign Bucky, it keeps going. It's just the two of you and Corporal Me in the back. Eventually, you make your way to a sort of enclosed truck with a bit of a, how do you say, a roof and a tarp.
Okay.
Right.
And let us get the corporal gets out in front. So the sub lieutenant has been pretty busy with the renovations to these things, especially when it comes to like actual armor against for the cockpit proper. Everyone.
Yeah.
Faust and Metro, I want you to shield none, shield 0.
Oh, 1 sec. So no shield.
HP 2.
For both?
Yes.
For frame and armor? Okay.
HP 2, armor 2.
Yeah.
Mobility 5
Oh, zippy.
with a -1 because you're in gravity.
So 4.
Yes. Mobility 4.
Unless we fuck this up royally and take a ride to space, which would be hilarious. But God, I hope that doesn't happen.
And
Now,
reactor and
wouldn't that be a story?
reactor and systems 3. As for your weapons,
Okay.
Also, does this thing have a nimble rating then, or no?
I'd say simply because of its size, yes, this thing would have a nimble rating. Just on principle.
1, 2.
Nimble rating of 2.
2. Cool.
You are a very small target that can move relatively fast for being a hunk of metal in grav. Now, that means that as per weapons, let me make sure I am getting this correct. Faust,
Yeah.
you were able to essentially put a if you want to go back, when it comes to melee, this thing doesn't really have anything.
Okay.
You weren't able to make anything in terms of that. You are able, if you want to, you can roll me a. This would be a tact. Technology.
7, so that would be 2 successes.
2 successes. You were able to recreate the 60mm gun on this thing. You were able
Alright.
to add protection from small arms fire on the cockpit. You were able to actually upgrade its thrusters. So actually add +1 to that mobility again. And more importantly, so petite mobiles in space were actually able to be designed with beam rifles in mind, even for their size, making them exceptionally deadly. In this way, you were not able to secure the parts for all of the petite mobiles, but you are able to take the sort of scrap of early 1-year war gyms and make yourself a impromptu. You're able
Beam
to fit
spray
a
gun?
beam spray gun on this thing, yes. For at least one of them. The other two would be using the 60mm.
I call dibs.
And on that, he pulls the tarp down, and you see the glorious petite mobiles in their sort of janky but efficient size and form.
Beautiful.
Very small machines, at least compared to what you're used to.
Alright, so for me, I have a 5 Pierce 3 weapon.
Pretty dang
Ooh.
good.
Or did I upgrade it to 3? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Right now, the UMP sheet says the beam spray gun is 5.3.
Very
Justin's
well,
close
then.
to no Russian, these guys.
Bonky, that's a very concerning thing you just said.
Also, like 20 years too early.
Baki didn't say that, Quicks did.
I see. Yeah, I know. Corporal Me sort of, just does a little hop into the cockpit of the first one. He has it open, and he puts a rifle to his side. It's a bit of a tight fit. I imagine this is a bit smaller than what you two are used to.
Yes. But we'll have to make do until the Asia can deploy our mobile suits, or can find a way to have our mobile suits deployed here.
It depends on how long all of you are staying. I heard things are heating up in space, but nothing solid, concrete yet. You doing all right, Lieutenant Commander?
Just fine.
Things have been moving fast. I've been keeping an eye on you. It just seems you're a little worried about everything. Unless I'm reading you wrong, which, I'm not always.
Well, there's a lot riding on this. We just have to have faith it will go well.
It's a sabotage mission, as long as we...
We need to be quick about it before they can send any actual threats to our petite mobiles.
Yeah. I do not intend to stand around for any kind of fight, and if it comes down to it, I'll abandon this thing and take off on foot if we have to, because I mean it sucks to have to replace them, but like they're the equivalent of a forklift.
Faust will focus on taking out any critical structures or heavily armored vehicles. You two focus on infantry and whatever damage you can.
What's the basic weapon this thing comes armed with? Sorry,
They said the 60mm, so you basically just have a Vulcan on you.
Okay,
So
what?
one
One versus
one
four?
versus 4.
1 versus 4. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to keep infantry honest, at least. So
Maybe
sounds
fuck up
good.
like
I mean,
an armored car.
yeah, and ideally, like, hopefully, we're just shooting up infrastructure as much as possible. I don't want to stay and fight. Even infantry is not something I want to stay in a protracted fight with.
Well, there's two parts of the spaceport. You have the civilian sector and the military sector. The military sector is probably going to be a bit more guarded, but we're going to want to be doing damage to both. Obviously, be careful with the damage we sustain to one more than the other.
I thought the object of the raid was like the actual like mass driver itself.
Yeah, that's what Faust is gonna focus on with the beam spray gun.
Alright.
Make the spaceport inoperable.
He closes the cockpit, which is a manual. It's a manual sort of mechanism, and then turns on his radio. All right, P1 heading out. Hops down, and starts making his way.
P2, Faust Goethelis heading out.
Yeah, watching.
I get the sort of the Gundam standard is to do that right for launching with catapult, but I imagine in this case you're just like walking out of the warehouse, which is very funny to think about doing the whole dramatic launch sequence to just like step out of a door.
Step out, exactly.
Yeah.
We're nothing if not occasionally a bit theatric. It's fine.
Theatrics in my Gundam adaptation.
Madness.
No.
Never. No. I'm saying no like I'm Gollum.
The old the old car, the gas car, sort of stops. Ironically, gas cars. They're both, how do you say, used by people who cannot afford electric cars and by people who think they're too good for them. They're both. This is a nice vehicle. The electric car is sort of made for the intermediate, but the people who are on the wealthier end tend to prefer the old fossil fuel over the new electric. Or it's standard. It's hardly new. It's been used for over a century.
Fair enough.
She parks it to the side, make sure it's locked. Now, from this point forward, and I need to be clear here, we're a few blocks down from the station. I do not know either of you.
Naturally.
Who?
I'll go in first. Your IDs should be in the suits I gave you. Would Courage be wearing a dress or a suit?
Courage doesn't always strike me as the. Oh.
What?
The greatest question we have ever been confronted in this.
What do you think should be high or low?
Skirt high, suit low.
I'm wearing a dress.
You are wearing a very regal, fancy dress with a little, what are they called? Lanyard? And, of course, the proper identification, right on it. And, you also have a purse, which in it holds a Yuger jacket, just in case.
How big is this purse?
I mean, to
It's
be
a
fair,
very
if it's
foldable.
scaled for courage, it'll be pretty big.
Courage sized,
You'd be, you wouldn't be amiss to call it a briefcase.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's the 80s, do they actually have metal detectors?
Probably, yeah.
Hmm.
Would they check the bag?
They just send the bag through its own little, through its own little X-ray. If you want to sneak something in that is metal, like a firearm, I'd say you'd have to be clever by either placing it in an area you can access later, like a windowsill, or try and distract one of the guards and trick them, essentially. So it's up to you if you want to take that risk.
My
But
acrobatics aren't particularly good, and my poise is actually not particularly good either. My sleight is terrible. Non-existent. Uh, Quix, do you feel like you want to schmooze your way past this?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll do this. So I'll just sort of take. I'll just say, let's see. I'll look up the security card and just sort of like big smile and just be like, hey, it's tough security, huh? For a thing like this, you wouldn't Oh god, I have no idea what to say. Would you let me take this gun-shaped bag through security, please?
I'm your bodyguard.
you're sort of going the back way. There's a security guard.
Yeah. I'll say to our GNN guy, actually, he's like, is there any way you can sneak us in through the back?
He's like, "Ugh, I'm gonna have a shift in 5. I can try. I can try, but no promises, okay?
That's all good.
You're confronted with a security guard, sort of guarding the fire exit. Hands claps together, looking over. And he starts they start talking with one another. We just hey, I just need to get into the back exit real quick. I have a shift in 5. And it's like, all unannounced guests will need to go through the front. And yeah, but it's just real quick. I need to go. Listen, I know you can go in, but they have to stay out, okay?
Looks for it. Come on, we gotta go in. We're surprise guests.
Surprise guest.
You wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. I wink at the security guard.
Roll me a keen deception.
Can it be charm deception?
It can be charm deception.
Right.
Bonky's best skills.
Deception's actually not particularly high of it. It's only a 3. That's a 1, and that's a 2. So 6 successes.
Eat your words out, Quix.
I've seen you before. I don't know. I don't know where though.
Oh, you've seen me on TV every now and then.
Yeah. Oh God, I must have. Oh God. No wonder. Sorry, I haven't caught up with. Listen, if there's anything, he opens the door and leads you in. I'm not a big Hollywood person. That's down south, but we don't really get that here. It's just come on in, okay?
It's all good. Thanks for the discretion.
Of course. Just where have I seen you? What were you in? You were in something recent. I saw you just a few weeks ago, right?
What was that thing we were watching on TV before we were intervened with the breaking news? This was 3 sessions, but 5 months ago.
Oh God.
So what it so to mind you,
It was a shitty reality TV thing, maybe.
I think.
No, so Quix, are you asking about Wait, when you said 3 sessions ago, are you Quix asking that?
Yes.
So what had happened was, remember during the gun battle, the MS dogfight between Jane and Metro versus Mew and Faust?
Yes.
You basically rocked up to
No,
a
no, 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 no. I remember that. No, we were watching something on TV and we found out Jane's family had been taken hostage. And I'm trying to remember what we were watching.
In the motel.
Oh, wait, that.
Yeah, in the motel.
Oh, in the motel. That was just the news.
Oh. What's like a popular TV show that has just like a high churn of extras in it? What is the Law and Order of the Old Guard?
The Law and
Was-
Order,
Jasper Street.
there's probably a Crips equivalent.
Um,
Law and Order. I'd say that there's something that's a mix of like Law and Order and Judge Judy. Sort of like a local police who butts heads with like Federation admin. Like
what's
sort
it
of
called?
like a Columbo. Gosh,
No, Columbo's just still running.
I was a recurring on Columbo actually a few years ago.
oh my God, it's not the same since Peter Falk the Fourth died.
Yeah, no, Peter Falk V doesn't have what it takes. But I shouldn't really. That's between us. I really can't be talking bad about anyone else in the industry, especially him.
Hey, I get it. He's not a bad actor, but hey,
He's
it's
just
fine.
not Columbo, you know.
He doesn't have. It's the eye. It's the eye. Like Fourth was really dedicated. Yeah, it's fine. Have a great time, everyone.
I do like how in our universe, Columbo is basically American Doctor Who now.
But it's a hereditary.
It's monarchistic.
It's passed from father to son over a century.
As you make your way inside, you're able to essentially. It's pretty empty. This is a back way. This is clearly meant for people who work here.
Like
eh, Like you, exactly. The cameraman.
Like viewers
talking
like
about?
you.
What do you mean? I work here. I'm a gainful employee of this building I'm infiltrating.
Oh God! And the cameraman sort of like rubbing his head. That could have fucked me. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll get to my shift. The back entrance to the stage is there. You should be able to find a spot in the audience. We reserved you something in the second row, just so maybe it doesn't immediately get suspicious. A1, A2. Those are the seats.
A1 and A2. Thank you.
Good
I
luck.
nod.
And don't just no. There will be a time. Have good timing. Television is all about the timing.
I wasn't lying about having been on TV before. I can handle it.
You're able to find the stage easily enough. If that's what you're going for.
That's the plan.
Yeah. You make your way. The crowd is relatively big. It's packed with people who look a mix of volunteers and sort of a few of them are just are sort of packed with the employees of the station and the audience. You're able to get to your seats well enough, and you see your lovely reporter in a seat of her own. It's clear that she doesn't have a show or anything like that, but that this is more so a something made for the interview itself. And on the other chairs, maybe you're in a more comfortable sort of lounge. You were able to get here right on time.
What does Mavier look like again?
He has this sort of chin strap, but the chin is especially like everything is shaved a little except the chin itself has the official chin strap. He has this sort of V-shaped hairline that goes back a little.
Looks like a Lupin the Third.
He kind of, actually, yes. Except a bit older, a bit stronger of a jawline. And a pair of just sort of, like, blackened, like, sort of, not cult leader glasses, but, like, orange tinted, rounded glasses.
Alright.
And, they're doing small talk, but the audio's on. It's not live because it's not indicated as such. And they're sort of just going through the questions with one another. Everything seems to be chill for now.
Oh, we love when things are chill. Uh-huh.
And then the room goes silent, the lights dim. Someone coughs, and an announcer voice says, "Oh, we're going live. Commercial ends. 5, 4, 3."
I turn to Bonky. Guess it's showtime.
They gotta stop putting me in front of cameras. That's not my job.
3.
I don't know. I was about to say that would be a perfect place to stop the episode.
Good as time as any.
2. And then, it cuts back quickly to the MS team, the Petite Mobile team, as they're making their way through the fields surrounding the spaceport. In the distance, you see ships going on, landing and going out of Atmo, a active and thriving port, as just the thunder of these hulking ships, the thunder of the engines, and it's like, and you hear the corporal, "We're almost there. 2, 1, episode ends."